Hello guys, this is Professor AutoCAD here. Welcome back. Today we will be talking about music. Specifically a little story about Ludwig van Beethoven. Well, yes, today we are talking about Beethoven. I've been exposed to Beethoven since I was a child. He is indeed one of my most favorite classical music composer, a giant in music culture. He has written a lot of familiar music pieces like his Symphony Number 5, ba 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 bum, ba 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 bum, and Symphony Number 9, especially the Ode to Joy. Bum 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 ba ba da 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 da. But these pieces are too grandeur. You can go online and just listen to the recordings because I can't play the whole thing with just one piano. So today I've chosen a piece where piano beginners would play. You've probably heard of it. Everyone throughout the world has probably heard of it. And I'll just play the first three notes. Yep, this one. A bit cliche. Beethoven's for Elise. Did Beethoven write it himself, or did someone else write it for him? This thing is still a little blurry. We're not going to dig deep into it. But there is a little proof. Because this Elise is pronounced as Elise in German. So the three tones can be represented by musical notes, which are E and is. While the others cannot be represented by musical notes. I think it's quite of an interesting proof. It's like calling the name out using piano. It's lovely because the two lovers cannot contact with each other. Maybe there was no other way to show love. Beethoven used the piano to give her a beautiful piece, and you can see how many times her name has appeared in here. So don't play it too fast. Play it slowly, with emotions. The feeling of you want it, but you can never get it. This is our Elise. But I still want to talk about Beethoven, because our main character today is still Beethoven. You see, there were 4 girls that can be so-called Elise. So which one is the Elise? We still don't know. Beethoven's students were mostly girls. Back in that time, only girls can have the time to follow a teacher to learn music, because men had to work and had no time, unless that guy wanted to become a musician. But musicians at that time did not really have a high social status unless you're a prodigy or your family are full of musicians. Then no one back then would really want to be a musician. But for girls, knowing some music knowledge would become beneficial in social parties, just like showing off to other girls and gentlemen. So girls were willing to learn music. But which Elise was that? It might be one of Beethoven's really close students, but who both had unspoken feelings among each other. Well, we will never know. Let's get back to the piece. The first part was quite emotional. Elise is here, an elegant, beautiful young girl. So you can't play the piece so fast. If you play it too fast, it's like yelling her name out instead of calling her name. You've ran out of patience. It's like Elise, Elise, instead of Elise, du bist meine Liebe. Okay, well, there are other 2 parts that you might not be really familiar of. The first one would be this. And then Elise is back again. And the other part, it's like there's an outburst, like throwing a little tantrum. good again. It's like the tempo has smoothed down. So, this is really an abounding piece, you can say. The emotion is rich, but we still have to use our own imagination to think of a story, a sweet love story with some obstacles. Then you can play this piece. So, I really encourage everyone to think of some sweet plots or story about Beethoven and Elise when playing. This can better express Beethoven's feeling and make us feel closer to him. Well, great. That's all for today. If you like my channel, please act on the like button, follow my Instagram account, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. And I'll see your beautiful face next time. Bye.